Hi, my name is James. I'm with DAOfi, kicking off a video series of updates regarding our technical progress. DAOfi is a project building out a DEX for the community use case of tokenized communities. We're starting to roll out a parameterized bonding curve based off of our feedback from tokenized communities wanting to adjust the curve. And so we'll be unveiling that in the coming weeks. This first video, though, is going to talk about how we're approaching kind of the overall vision of where we see tokenized communities really fitting into the crypto space. And if you think about socioeconomic communities, they have network effects. And if you take a look at network effect projects, let's say Facebook, you see that when they started, there was a bootstrap phase. They were at Harvard and then EDU, and then they moved into a steady state, which means opening up to the world. And a more modern example would be Clubhouse. Potentially they're going to release to the general public once they get this beginning of usage and a network effect going. And the same can be thought of, and this is our research when it comes to AMMs. It may be the case, and this is what we're exploring, that AMMs are a great way to bootstrap a network, a tokenized community. But once they mature and get to a steady state, can we transition them into an order book? And how do we do that without fracturing liquidity? So we've been looking at an order book based DEX called Serum, which is on the Solana blockchain. And I can give a small preview of what we have here. So we have a bot, and what we're doing here is we have the bot state. The bot is sitting on top of an order book, and we have this notion of a VWAP, which is volume weighted average price, which is the volume of the base token over the quote token. And we are investigating ways to be able to have this AMM sitting on top of an order book. And what is that inflection point? What is that threshold in when the AMM scaffolding, if you will, falls away into an order book? So we're exploring how to have this bot approach market depth, and also how do we deal with things like target spread. Have another video that goes into the AMM bot in more detail. This was super high level. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll provide more videos as the project is updated. And super excited about DAOfi, and thanks for watching. Bye.
So I'm the designer and builder of the Serum automated market making bot. I'm going to discuss the three core concepts of the bot and hopefully shed some light on its algorithm. The bot is designed to dynamically adjust to its target price. So here you can see the bot updating in real time, and it's calculating what's labeled here as VWAP, or volume weighted average price. This is also known as the target price, and it's calculated by the ratio of base and quote liquidity, which is being controlled by the bot. If you are creating a single market maker experience with a token, then you'll be the primary liquidity provider. The bot will be the primary liquidity provider, and thus the market price will be this target price or volume weighted average price. Now, as the bot is trading in a larger liquidity pool, the actual market price will stray from the bot's volume weighted average price, or more simply, its liquidity ratio. So what the bot is doing is it wants to always sell above this target price and buy below this target price. And so if the market price is below our target price, we want to sell higher, and thus it will adjust the top ask to this price. Now, as you can see, the market price is below our target price. I'm sorry, is above our target price. To clarify, meaning we are in profit. We have bought lower than what we can currently sell at, and all these sales will result in profit in quote currency. And here you can see the values from this most recent run of about 40 minutes. Okay, so that is the dynamically adjusting target price. The second concept I'm going to discuss is the market depth. So from the top of the book, either calculated from the average price or from the existing market book, we're going to place orders in either direction up to a certain depth. And in this case, we're using a fixed depth currently set to 100% above and below, which is scaled by this metric here, which is the total market book daily volume queried from an API, divided by the total liquidity that is currently in the book, to give us the volume to liquidity ratio. This is used to indicate that if there's higher volume compared to the liquidity, we want to scale our depth larger. However, the more liquidity that is in the bot, we can go shallower. So this is a dynamically adjusting parameter based on this ratio. Okay, so the third core concept here today is the way in which the orders are spread out, as I mentioned, from this top market price, going down to a depth, which is based on this value here. Each order will be spaced out an amount of target spread. As buys and sells are occurring, we need to redistribute. So if a buy occurs, we want to redistribute the sell side, and conversely, if a sell occurs, we'll redistribute the buy side. That distribution will be weighted either towards or away from the top of the book. Now, in an even case, we have distribution exponential. That means that the volume is weighted exponentially away from the top of the book, because we're in profit and we don't need to aggressively buy or sell. If large market swings come, we'll absorb exponentially more liquidity on either side, and our average price should stay close to this market price. And so this difference is our average distance from the top bid in the book, and that determines how we're going to weight towards the top of the book. Away from the top of the book. If this goes negative, then we'll switch to linear or flat, which on average puts a higher order towards the top of the book, although as they go down, they don't increase as rapidly. So it's a way to weight more liquidity towards the top of the book if the average price goes too far below our target price. I hope this makes sense, and thank you for your time. Bye.